season. Now, what I want you to do is give me one word. Use one word to sum up how you felt you played this whole entire season.
Good.
Good. So you think good is going to get you somewhere?
No.
All right. So now that you said good, tell me 3 things you need to improve on.
Attitude. Um, I say, well, it's not a one word, but working together as a team and revenge.
And defense. All right. So I'm just gonna give you a little analysis of what I've seen today from you, just you, not your whole team, right? So when you get on the court, you're feisty, right? Your on the ball defense is good. I think you need to stay lower and stay in front of your man. You know, like when they start to pick up that speed, that's when you guys stand up just a little bit, backpedal, backtrack, and get back down and get in front of them. Because sometimes, I mean, you can't have these slower people beating you to the basket or breaking down the defense, because basically you're the first line of defense. So once they get past you, it kind of makes everything else fall apart at the seams. So I just want you to go ahead and continue that feisty and that and tenacity and everything, but just stay focused on, okay, I gotta really lock up. You know, sometimes you might overexert yourself and really put yourself out there, reach too much, and then that kind of sets everybody else up to fail, right? And then when it came to offense, I just wanted you to be more aggressive. I wanted you to look for your shot more. And then the times that you did look for your shot, I felt you were rushing it, you know? So it's like the drive and kick portion of when you're playing against a zone defense, that could really help everybody's game. It can help your big man get open. It can help you get your shots. It can help you pass and kick to the next person who could get their shot open or get a better shot. Now, since you guys were just passing the ball around the perimeter, left, right, back and forth, it really wasn't making the defense react or have to even play defense for that matter. So I want you guys, I know your coach, they tell you what to do, but at the same time, it's like the coach is always going to tell you but so much. When it comes to playing a game, you got to go ahead and think the game and play it. You don't want to be a robot. You don't want to be, so stagnant where, okay, my coach told me I can only do this. At some point, the coach is going to trust you to play the game and really be instinctive and use those instincts to really do better at what it is you need to do. So I just want you to be more aggressive, look to attack more, right? So that way you're going to build your confidence if you attack more. You're going to be, as long as you got that aggression, the coach is not going to tell you to stop. You're going to get that green light because he's going to trust in you. And then most importantly, you're going to get the trust of the refs on your side. My dad was a ref, and I know a whole bunch of refs, and I played the game a long time. And every time I spoke to a ref, like, okay, how come you were giving this person a call, you weren't giving me the call? Or how come I got all those calls when I really didn't even deserve it? They said, you know why? Because you were always in attack mode. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, no matter what. So if I'm always being hesitant or, holding back, I might get fouled, but the ref is going to be like, I'm going to overlook that. But if you are attacking and you're being aggressive and always in attack mode, they're going to, 9 times out of 10, they're going to give you that call, or at least be more lenient towards you. So, I mean, you're young, you're a freshman, right? Finish your first year in high school playing varsity. I remember my first year, varsity high school, we lost. I think we maybe won 7 games that year. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. But I averaged like 12 points or something like that. But then the next 3 years of my high school career, it was over after that. I knew what I wanted to do, and I had my mind made up. And it didn't matter if everybody else was going to follow. They're going to have to follow because I was setting the tempo. I was leading, even as a sophomore, junior, and senior. And you just got to really have that mentality where, I'm going to lead by example. And because I'm putting everything out there, everybody's going to fall in line, even my coach. All right? So just stay focused. It's only the first year. It's a learning year. It's your learning curve. But now is the time where you got to really put in the effort and all the energy into your game, and not necessarily just playing games, but really working on your game. So that means you got to get into the gym, get your shot, work on your mechanisms of your shooting and everything. Working on, like, I saw you shooting your free throw and like you have a staggered stance where you had your right foot forward and your left foot was back. And I mean, that's cool. Like, everybody shoots the ball differently, but you want to make sure you start to really work on techniques to get yourself, your body centered. You get more power that way if you have both feet, shoulder width apart. It's a better, broader stance, and you really get more power from your shot. And just work on bending your knees and using your legs and holding that follow through and just being fluid with it. So it's like little things you just need to focus on, that you want to work on. So what I want you to do is to basically highlight 3 things that you need to work on in your game, and then you make a chart. If it's your shot, right? You say, okay, I need to work on my shot, so I'm gonna go into the gym, or I'm gonna go to the court, and I'm gonna get up at least 100 shots a day, right? And then you start tracking your makes and your misses, right? Then if you want, you can even have the camera. We all got iPhones and cell phones. Put it on selfie mode. Record you if you don't have nobody else to record you, and just work and see what you're doing wrong. Like, every shot should be the same shot, right? If you're shooting 5 shots one way and then another shot another way, it's going to throw you off. You're not going to have the consistency that you need. So you should go ahead and just work on your form shooting. So that means coming into the gym or the court, starting out close to the basket, you're right-handed, right? So left hand's behind your back, holding the ball out in front, working on form shooting, getting your shot up, and building that muscle up, that muscle repetition and memory and everything like that. And then you just progressively work your way back. So you start out close to the basket, then you go to like the second hash mark, then you go to the free throw line, then you go as far as back as the 3-point line, like progressively. So you don't have to do it all in one day. You could do, like, the first day could just be around the basket, left, right, center, right? Then next day could be, now I'm taking a step back to the second hash mark, and so on and so forth. So I know this is premature. I want you to really think about this, but just for camera's sake, tell me 3 things that you want to focus on in your game individually to get better at.
My jump shot, attacking the rack, and passing the ball.
All right. So you said jump shot. What's one thing you could do to improve your jump shot?
Like you said, put one hand back, shoot it. Just build that muscle memory, and that can help out and go a long way. Repetition
is key. And then you said passing. So what are you gonna do? So what do you do for workouts? For strength and conditioning, calisthenics, things like that.
I do push-ups, dips. I do my toe raises, crunches, and those are the main things I really do to build my body.
What about running?
Oh yeah, I do a lot of running.
What do you do? I want to hear this.
I run around the block around 3, 4, 5 times.
What block is this?
My block.
Okay, what's let me just I'm trying to get an understanding of what your block is. Is it a block 10 feet? What is it?
Not around the whole building.
Okay.
That's what I do. And if anything, I'll go for a run. I've been trying to get to the track and field by my house, but I just never had the time to do it yet. So now that I'm on off season, I don't have my time to do it.
All right. So you're gonna work on endurance and speed. So that means you should be doing, 400s, right? Then you should go to 100s, 200s, sprints, stop and goes. I think what you should do is model it after football training. Go to YouTube. YouTube is your friend, and look up football workouts, on-field football workouts. That's going to work with your reactions and timing and strength and conditioning all in one. So that's one suggestion. And then what was the 3rd thing you said you want to work on? You said shooting, passing,
and attacking the rack.
Attacking the rack. Yes. You do need to work on attacking the rack. So attacking the rack, right? You want to go ahead and if you have your friend, it could be a partner workout, right? Where it's reactionary. So if you, basically a basic drill is your defensive player starts out on a baseline, passes you the ball, they're working out on defense, vice versa. So they close out on you, but you just got to read and react. So if I have my right foot as my lead foot coming up to you to play defense, what do you think instantly? What are you going to do?
I'm watching wait to see like which way you're gonna go.
I know, but I'm saying to you, I'm running up to you, I'm closing out, and I got my right foot as my lead foot, so that means I'm closing out like this. How you gonna attack the rim?
I'm attacking that side you coming.
Okay. All right. You're gonna attack my lead foot.
I'm gonna attack your lead foot because I know after that I got you beating you, and once I'm going, I know you're not gonna catch up.
Oh, really? Once you're going, I'm not gonna catch up.
You're not catching up.
All right. So I mean, again, for attacking a rack, that's all reactionary. It's instinctive. You know, you got to be able to read your defender and learn ways to attack and basically pretty much guess what's going to be the next step. Like, okay, so if I attack you this way, if you attack my right leg and I don't recover, what's the next line of defense? Is it a big man? Is it another guard? Do I have to do a drop step? Do I have to do a spin move, crossover? Or do I need to do a floater? Do I need to pull up? You know what I'm saying? There's so many different things and so many steps that come into you attacking a rack. It's not just so much as getting to the basket. You know, you got to be able to react and play the game and think the game through and see the next 10 steps, not the next 2 steps, the next 10 steps. So that way you could always have a counter action for every reaction. You understand? All right. So today's game. I know it was rough. You guys had a really tough first half. I felt to end the first half, when the crowd got you guys going and they got into it, you guys picked up your intensity on defense. And then to start the second half, the first couple of minutes, you guys were able to get them down to a 5-point lead. And again, the crowd, the energy from the crowd played a big part. Like, am I right when I say that?
Yeah.
All right, so that means that you guys feed off of energy, which is a problem. Because there's going to be plenty of days and games where you go into a visiting crowd or you don't have that home support. So you guys got to find ways to get each other going. You know what I mean? And that goes back again to you setting the tempo. If it's you or if another person, it has to be someone that's on the court that sets the tempo. So that way you guys feed off your own energy. You don't need outside influences. It's like you guys got the energy going on your own. I felt like I didn't really see that from you guys. When you were turning the ball over or you weren't able to get a basket or they were getting fouled and getting to the line and getting easy 3s and 2s and so forth and so forth. Like, I didn't see not one person get you as a team collectively going. So that's something like, as a team, you guys got to identify who and what you are. You know, are you going to be the team that just gets walked over when you down? Like, you know? Or are you going to be like, you got to have that core where it's like, yo, we got this. Or, yo, get shit together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't curse. But, you know, find other words to illustrate that point. And it got to be something where it's internal. Like, you don't need someone else or any crowd, for that matter, to get you guys going. So tell me something else that you felt was, you know, a hindrance for you guys today.
You're right about the momentum from the crowd. We feed into the energy. But we should have had that energy from the beginning of the game to the finish of the game, and we didn't have that. So that's what we started slowing down after we knew we couldn't, like, when they started scoring baskets, we couldn't buy a basket for nothing, and we started putting our heads down. We didn't get nothing done. So after that, we just looked at each other like, whose problem is whose, and then that's what created a bigger problem. So now we know for like next time that we're not going to do nothing like that. We just going to we're going to keep the momentum, but we're going to start it from the beginning to the end.
So now that your season is over, are you guys going to have any more team workouts or?
Yeah, actually the coach said we could work out with the varsity. So some of us I know is gonna probably go. I'm not sure if everybody gonna go, but I'm gonna make sure I'm there.
So moving forward, what role do you want to play next season?
A high role. I mean, I don't want to be like, I'm not the person. There's no I in team, but like I want people to know that if they need me, I'm there. Like, I can help out, whatever. So it's a process. So we just got to do it all together.
So you want to be a leader?
Yeah, leader.
So let me give you a word of advice to be a leader. The coach made it that it was an optional choice for you guys to practice with the varsity in the off season. If you want to be a leader moving forward, you should make it mandatory. It's not an option. If they're really committed to being part of the team, getting better, and just being a better ball player in general, then it's not an option. Everybody should be there. Because your chemistry and everything that you guys want to have moving forward to next year starts now. Now the season is over, everything you do now will set the tempo for next season. So if it's optional and then most of the guys choose not to come, or they come off and on, you're losing that chemistry. And you can't expect to get that chemistry or build that chemistry instantly next year when, next October, September,
Yeah, like
when
October.
you guys start practicing and training again?
Yeah, nah, it's not gonna work.
It isn't. So if you truly want to be that leader, you have to put it to your team, like, listen, we're committing ourselves to at least, if it's 3 days out the week that they're practicing, you telling everybody, like, we're committing ourselves to at least one. I understand everybody has responsibilities. They might be playing another sport for spring, whatever the case may be, but you're saying, like, nah, as a leader, I'm demanding that we as a team commit ourselves to at least 1 week or 1 day a week practice. You know, you guys got a gym in your school, correct?
Yeah.
If you could go ahead and carve out some time after school where you got 30 minutes, you don't even need that much time. All you need is really a strong 30 minutes. Like, anything past an hour, you're going to start to lose focus, right? Your energy's going to drain. But you can work yourself weight. You could build everything up to that point. You start out small. Start out with 30 minutes. A 30-minute workout after school. Everybody's in the gym. Whether it's just one day you focusing on cardio, next day you focus on defensive drills, next day you focusing on offensive moves to the basket. You know what I'm saying? But you guys have to commit yourselves now if you truly want to be better next year. If not, you might, not even might, it's likely you'll have the same result as you did this season because you didn't really do enough in the off season to build it up. I preach a lot, so I'm sorry if I do that. But it's my,
cool.
it's my first time with you, so I got to get it all out so that way we have a clear understanding, and then that's how I gauge what kind of player, what kind of person you are.